Welcome to the 2017 EFMD Global Network Asia Conference. Please make a round of applause for all of us. Welcoming speech by the CEO of BINUS, Mr. Insinyur Bernard Gunawan. Please join me to welcome Pak Bernard.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you all in the EFMD Global Network.
So I'd like to thank you all for coming. But first of all, I think we are all impressed with the hospitality of our host. So a big thank you to BINUS. This has been really amazing. Thank you, Bernard, for your nice words about EFMD.
Full buffet barbecue dinner. And please have a fruitful evening and networking with the rest of the members of the family. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Breakfast, right? What time?
The chatbot is called Rina. It understands the conversation context and reply as if it is human. You can try to talk to Rina using line. If you are in Bahasa Indonesia, Rina actually speaks using a regular daily Bahasa Indonesia. We call it Bahasa Alay. Rina herself is programmed as an attractive and friendly young woman of 70 years old. So it can communicate well just as a young woman communicates with all of you. Rina,
what business schools can do for their graduates, for their programs, and for themselves. Amazing possibilities.
Use the Deakin Business School as a very central part of that, because in any team there should always be business people, because somebody has to know something about the money and about HR. Engineers tend to have to learn that the hard way. But what will we do now when smart machines can learn better than us? And data to back up things before they get there. In our digital world, consumers everywhere, including university students, are no longer passive observers. They expect to be actively engaged. They will not sit as we are sitting in rows to get content.
This, the picture in front of you is our upstream business. So we operate oil field all over Indonesia. We do it our own and also do partnership with global oil and gas company and also local company.
Just like a typical emerging market, a lot of universities are not aware about the kind of access of technology they can capitalize on, right? And the fact that in countries like Indonesia as well, the piracy rate for software is running as high as 85%.
Rina adalah generasi keempat chatbot atau chat robot yang sudah dilengkapi dengan artificial intelligence. Rina bekerja bersama dengan platform Line, di mana kita pilih Line karena memang untuk generasi muda, untuk umur 15 sampai 25 tahun, memang Line ini menjadi chat platform of choice. Jadi kita menggunakan Line. Dalam hal ini Rina adalah mempunyai karakteristik 17 tahun, perempuan, dan bisa menjawab segala macam pertanyaan yang ada di internet maupun yang kita load sebagai manual untuk dia menjawab untuk kepentingan korporasi. Jadi Line ini adalah chatbot generasi keempat yang sudah dilengkapi dengan artificial intelligence dan hanya ada di beberapa negara, satu di Jepang dan kita di Indonesia adalah yang pertama. Jadi untuk seluruh pengguna Line silahkan add Rina ID, RINNA.
Migration, I think it's an addition. You know, we've had MOOCs around for a number of years. A lot of you are doing really good work there. I think this whole micro-learning thing just adds to it in an interesting manner, which we're going to talk about. So in the last year or so since I left the bank, and we actually brought our property capital there.
People half the time, because obviously you do need people with quite different skill set in order to gain the most out of these types of initiatives. Again, very different way of running projects. It's not a big bang style. It's very, very short, very quick, so very agile types of methodology. And I think just to sum up, the business of higher education, it's no longer sufficient to just look inward at yourself, but you need to be able to look inward and outward in order to get the forefront of the next level. Thank you.
So, as many of you know, GMAT with regards to GMAT, the exam, but we're a bit more than that. So firstly, we're a council, a non-profit association. We're very much focused on admissions, that's where our expertise is. We obviously have the global connections. We have more than 2,000 business schools that we work with. Of those, 220 are our member schools.
He talks about how data and better interaction can help us in especially lifelong learning and postgraduate learning.
BINUS ikut menjadi host untuk acara EFMD conference di Bali ini untuk membangun network. Kita ingin menunjukkan kepada mereka bahwa BINUS concern terhadap quality dan kita juga selama ini udah nunjukin bahwa kita adalah universitas yang mempunyai mutu dengan yang bagus, kita ya dengan kualitas BAN kita dapat A, selain itu juga dari QS kita juga ranking yang di top 10 untuk di Indonesia dan itu kita share kepada mereka dan setelah itu saya mendapatkan respons yang bagus dari mereka. Respons yang saya dapat bahwa ya mereka melihat bahwa BINUS sebagai satu universitas yang benar sangat memperhatikan mutu yang baik. Setelah itu juga mereka melihat bahwa BINUS yang memulai dari teknologi, dari IT, jadi sangat mereka melihat ke depannya ini juga sangat baik ya karena kita dengar hari ini juga bagaimana teknologi itu sangat-sangat berpengaruhi dalam dunia bisnis. Jadi semoga apa yang BINUS host untuk acara ini membawa BINUS menjadi lebih baik lagi, BINUS menjadi besar dan BINUS benar-benar dikenal lagi secara global. Selamat, terima kasih buat semuanya, yang terbaik buat BINUS.
1 month ago, we got very worried about taking you here because of the news of the volcano. You know how press can make things look worse. But finally, I'm very happy that we're all here today, safe and sound, representing 21 countries. So thank you for coming.
BINUS, we're also very proud of being part of EFMD Global Network for this conference. Yeah, I know EFMD many years ago, and we still from strong to stronger, yeah, to commit to this organization. So we'll be there to hand in hand with EFMD now and in the future.
I'm relatively new to this field of work. I started this job on the 1st of August, but I have been living and working for many years in Indonesia and in the region, and I've worked in particular on the bigger picture of ASEAN and the region, building on what Peter just said about disruption.
Combined, of course. Not only because of the size, but here also as a population, yeah. Distance, but also cultural distance, administrative distance, yeah, economic distance, yeah. And
so I think the challenge and what we try to do with the EU-funded SHARE project is work along a couple of lines. First of all, technical. We try to promote processes where we can bring in the European experience in quality assurance at the university levels and standard setting, because that is important. It's sort of the basis. It's like the fundament when you build a house. Then, of course, we need more joint student mobility schemes, so make it possible that students can easily move between the different ASEAN countries. Then you start with things like how to facilitate visa if you stay longer, 6 months, 12 months in a country. So we have overcome quite a bit of hurdles already. There are lessons learned. And then to how can we help students to find housing if they're somewhere, the practical obstacles to remove them. Then what is also interesting is we look at how do students function in different educational systems, because sometimes they come to us and say, oh, we are homesick, but actually it means that they have difficulty sitting in class because they're learning, they have to learn in a different way. Sometimes that is a bit more instruction, sometimes that is a bit less instruction. So we try to work by we offer kind of a help desk, so you need to continue to invest in students even if they got a scholarship. It's not like you give the scholarship and then you see them after 1 year, but stay in touch. And nowadays we do a lot of things actually via social media, interestingly, because that's a short line of communication. So we continue to support the students also down the road. And then after they have finished the scholarship, we still follow up. We see how they go, we see where they go on the job market. And now, because the SHARE project is just 4 years old, we begin to develop an alumni network. So that we also have, we are building a community of alumni that have benefited from student mobility in ASEAN. That's a longer term investment for learning, for creating new business opportunities, etc.
Saat ini mahasiswa Indonesia, bukan hanya di Indonesia ya, tapi juga di ASEAN, mereka itu lebih tertarik untuk mengikuti program student mobility itu ke Eropa atau mungkin ke Amerika, ke Australia. Jarang mereka yang tertarik itu untuk mobility di dalam ASEAN. Padahal sebetulnya masa depan itu ada di ASEAN. Masa depan mereka tuh bukan di Amerika, bukan di Eropa. Tapi kalau kita lihat sekarang sendiri, semakin banyak perusahaan multinasional itu yang datang ke ASEAN. Mereka membuka cabang, mereka membuka pabrik. Tentu saja mereka memerlukan akses terhadap orang yang tahu tentang ASEAN. Nah, ini harapannya mudah-mudahan jangan sampai justru nanti orang Eropa tuh belajar tentang ASEAN dari orang Amerika. Jangan sampai seperti itu. Mereka kalau mau belajar tentang ASEAN ya harus dari orang ASEAN. Nah, itu sebabnya kenapa mahasiswa di ASEAN ini juga harus mulai memikirkan untuk aktif ikut program student mobility di dalam ASEAN itu sendiri. Dan mudah-mudahan dengan nanti semakin adanya kerjasama antar universitas di negara-negara ASEAN dan juga salah satunya juga melalui event ini nanti ya, kolaborasi serta mobility ASEAN bisa semakin ditingkatkan. Ya, mungkin kita harus promosi lebih intensif lagi ya. Mungkin mahasiswa juga perlu kita tunjukkan, kita sampaikan, informasikan, ya sekali lagi masa depan itu ada di ASEAN, ya. Sekarang ini jobs can be located anywhere in this planet, right? Jadi sekarang ini kita bukan hanya berkompetisi dengan universitas sama di Indonesia, tapi kita juga berkompetisi dengan beberapa mahasiswa alumni dari lulusan ASEAN. Jadi ini yang juga harus disikapi oleh mahasiswa Indonesia terutama, ya. Jangan sampai kalah dan tertinggal dibanding mahasiswa-mahasiswa lain, ya, di dalam ASEAN, gitu, ya.
For this conference especially, right? No, first of all, I think we have to come back to a few years back, and the way that BINUS has or has been awarded with one of EFMD accreditation, EPAS, for our International Accounting and Finance undergraduate program. Then from that we started to know and to be part of the network, and as well to join some of the conferences, and then EFMD as well launched their Asia conference 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? The first one was in Phuket, and then when we had some other session or event with them in BINUS, we start discussing about hosting or co-hosting one of their conference or the next Asia conference. So from our point of view, as well as we were the first university having EFMD, one of EFMD accreditation, and so that was as well very strategic for us to be able to work closely with EFMD.
So we came across a lot of deliberation back in our organizing team, which look at the future trends of where the management education is going forward. And looking at that, we felt that future of the management education is not purely a function of the academic tools and the way it is being delivered in the business schools today. And some of the key dimensions we felt to enhance make a future leader really is to have a very good technology piece in as a part of the curriculum, and also at the same time keep up the quality. The biggest challenge that we see today is that everybody talks about technology, but very few professors are available who understand technology and able to impart what technology really means. So just to give you an example, today we have very large CEOs and other top leaders in the organization, but they are totally dependent on some of the external people or external vendors to provide them with the technology solutions. But what we want to see in the future is that the graduates who are coming and will be taking up the leadership roles in the future are having the technology in their own. The second important reason why technology was chosen was also because today they are quality professors, but they are limited. And the number of students, as Professor FIRDAUS also said, is going to be increased to 10 million. So how do you provide quality education to such a large number? You cannot suddenly increase multiple faculty. So the only way you can do quality education is use of technology to scale. Therefore, by using technology, you're not only providing quality education in one campus, but many different campuses. Secondly, why EFMD is interested in quality? Because EFMD looks at different parameters of quality. We have accreditations on EQUIS, I don't know if you're familiar, which is an institutional accreditation, EPAS, which is a program-based accreditation, which is what BINUS was awarded 2 years ago, the first in Indonesia. So when EFMD also looks at technology, we are the first in the world to launch a technology-based accreditation called EOX, which is for all the online courses that are being offered by different companies and organizations and institutions around the world. We are the first to accredit that, and we have put in standards, and that was the reason to bring technology as a piece without compromising on the quality and leading to a good holistic leadership development. So I have to thank BINUS for taking this strong initiative. Thanks to the Global Hat and the Global Cultural Bridge that Karan acts as in BINUS University of embarking on this journey. A very you can say, complex and rewarding journey of accreditation which BINUS went through, and I think that's what made us meet one time in Europe about 3 years ago. And that's when we started to discuss that how we can engage more deeply in this engagement, and then they invited us to do a more detailed info session at their facility and showed us all the facilities in BINUS.
Yes, and then it's my turn to thank EFMD as well, and you, NISHIT, and all the team, yeah, to have trust as well, BINUS, to be part of this journey. So it's continuous improvement. So that means we are at the very, very start of in fact, quality development, and even if you integrate and discuss now about technology, we're discussing about online digitalization, and we hope as well, and we believe that we need support from such organization as EFMD to ensure that we grow and then we have an impact on the region, in fact. So thank you.
Well, it started some time ago when BINUS became a member of EFMD, one of the first members we had in Indonesia. And then very soon, BINUS got interested in being accredited by our EPAS, which is the EFMD program accreditation. So BINUS has been accredited for already 3 years. But of course, the process of accreditation started before that. And we have been very happy to work with BINUS. BINUS showed itself as a very international school, searching for this internationalization side. So it has started really with interest of BINUS in being in the international arena. Well, actually, it goes further than that. EFMD has a history of already 45 years, and in 2011 we decided to open an office in Asia to be closer to our Asian members. And then, of course, subsequently, we decided to have our regional conference, which is the Asia Conference. So 2 years ago, we had the first one. And for us, it's not only about bringing together the Asia-Pacific members of EMD, but also bringing together these members and the other regions of EFMD. We have seen that today we have at this conference participants from the Netherlands, from the US, from Germany. So this is the role of EFMD, is to really be this network where people get together, discuss, benchmark, exchange best practices, so which we think it's important for the Asia region.
The chatbot is called Rina. It understands the conversation context and reply as if it is human. You can try to talk to Rina using line. If you are in Bahasa Indonesia, Rina actually speaks using a regular daily Bahasa Indonesia. We call it Bahasa Alay. Rina herself is programmed as an attractive and friendly young woman of 17 years old. So it can communicate well just as a young woman communicates with all of you. Rina,
what business schools can do for their graduates, for their programs, and for themselves. Amazing possibilities.
Use the Deakin Business School as a very central part of that, because in any team there should always be business people, because somebody has to know something about the money and about HR. Engineers tend to have to learn that the hard way. But what will we do now when smart machines can learn better than us? And data to back up things before they get there. In our digital world, consumers everywhere, including university students, are no longer passive observers. They expect to be actively engaged. They will not sit as we are sitting in rows to get content.
This, the picture in front of you is our upstream business. So we operate oil field all over Indonesia. We do it our own and also do partnership with global oil and gas company and also local company.
Just like the typical emerging market, a lot of universities are not aware about the kind of access of technology they can capitalize on. right? And the fact that in countries like Indonesia as well, the piracy rate for software is running as high as 85%.
Rina adalah generasi keempat chatbot atau chat robot yang sudah dilengkapi dengan artificial intelligence. Rina bekerja bersama dengan platform Line, di mana kita pilih Line karena memang untuk generasi muda, untuk umur 15 sampai 25 tahun, memang Line ini menjadi chat platform of choice. Jadi kita menggunakan Line. Dalam hal ini Rina adalah mempunyai karakteristik 17 tahun, perempuan, dan bisa menjawab segala macam pertanyaan yang ada di internet maupun yang kita load sebagai manual untuk dia menjawab untuk kepentingan korporasi. Jadi Line ini adalah chatbot generasi keempat yang sudah dilengkapi dengan artificial intelligence dan hanya ada di beberapa negara, satu di Jepang dan kita di Indonesia adalah yang pertama. Jadi untuk seluruh pengguna Line silahkan add Rina ID, RINNA.
Migration, I think it's an addition. You know, we've had loops around for a number of years. A lot of you are doing really good work there. I think this whole micro-learning thing just adds to it in an interesting manner, which we're going to talk about. So in the last year or so since I left the bank, and we actually brought out one particular platform there.
People will have the talent, because obviously you do need people with quite different skill set in order to gain the most out of these types of initiatives. Again, very different way of running projects. It's not a big bang style. It's very, very short, very quick, so very agile types of methodology. And I think just to sum up, the business of higher education, it's no longer sufficient to just look inward at yourself, but you need to be able to look inward and outward in order to get the forefront of the next level. Thank you.
So as many of you know, GMAT with regards to GMAT, the exam, but we're a bit more than that. So firstly, we're a council, a non-profit association. We're very much focused on admissions, that's where our expertise is. We obviously have the global connections. We have more than 2,000 business schools that we work with. Of those, 220 are our member schools.
It talks about how data and better interaction can help us in especially lifelong learning and postgraduate learning.
BINUS ikut menjadi host untuk acara EFMD conference di Bali ini, dan untuk membangun network. Kita ingin menunjukkan kepada mereka bahwa BINUS concern terhadap quality, dan kita juga selama ini udah nunjukin bahwa kita adalah universitas yang mempunyai mutu dengan yang bagus. Kita ya dengan kualitas BAN kita dapat A. Selain itu juga dari QS kita juga rankingnya di top 10 untuk di Indonesia, dan itu kita share kepada mereka, dan setelah itu saya mendapatkan respons yang bagus dari mereka. Respons yang saya dapat bahwa ya mereka melihat bahwa BINUS sebagai satu universitas yang benar sangat memperhatikan mutu yang baik. Setelah itu juga mereka melihat bahwa BINUS yang memulai dari teknologi, dari IT, jadi sangat mereka melihat ke depannya ini juga sangat baik ya, karena kita dengar hari ini juga bagaimana teknologi itu sangat-sangat berpengaruhi dalam dunia bisnis. Jadi semoga apa yang BINUS host untuk acara ini membawa BINUS menjadi lebih baik lagi, BINUS menjadi besar, dan BINUS benar-benar dikenal lagi secara global. Selamat, terima kasih buat semuanya, yang terbaik buat BINUS.
Mungkin kalau kesempatan untuk terintegrasi dengan dunia yang global gitu ya, tidak harus terbatas kepada student itu yang memang sekolahnya di sekolah yang internasional. Mungkin kalau saya pribadi bisa melihatnya, student itu kan selain belajar di kelas, sebetulnya makan lebih banyak yang mereka pelajari itu di luar kelas, apalagi dengan teknologi zaman sekarang gitu loh. Beda dengan zaman saya dulu, misalkan kalau sekarang kita bicara IFRS aja, suatu standar akuntansi global gitu. Dulu belajar IFRS itu susah, cari bukunya aja susah. Sekarang sementara nggak perlu buka buku, students itu tinggal buka YouTube, mau tinggal ketik dia mau belajar apa, Google apa, semua ada di situ.
Well, the answer is actually very simple. If you get great students and don't screw them up, then good students are a major part of the equation. The second part of the equation is wonderful faculty. So we were very lucky that we could recruit faculty from, both Europe and North America. So there are a lot of Indian faculty in, for example, American schools. And we got them to come and teach in India. The biggest challenge that anybody faces, any company faces, is really human capital. And so what we find when I talk to chief executives in Asia, and I ask them what's the biggest challenge to growth, and the answer is always human capital. Many companies have said we can't find people who can think big enough, because employees have to be able to anticipate the future. They have to be able to anticipate change. They have to be able to drive change. And all that cannot be done mechanically. So leadership is important, the vision is important, and the aspiration is important. And all these come from the human side of the company.
Well, the leader has to embody creative thinking for a start. You cannot just be a technocrat or a bureaucrat. You have to have some degree of imagination and encourage experimentation and exploration. Now, what does that mean in the context of an organization? It means bringing a sense of possibility and imagination to the conversation of the work we do. Sometimes we get stuck on the immediate problem at hand, and the status quo kind of overwhelms us. And it's a little bit like running through a swamp. It's almost impossible to do anything of significance. The artistry of leadership is imagining greater possibilities, stimulating the creativity in groups, and that means authority has to step away, tolerate some messiness from time to time, encourage experimentation, and when people fail, not to punish them, give them some space, and encourage people to learn from the failure, because every breakdown reveals what we don't know. That's that body of knowledge that's essential in order to produce a breakthrough. Artists understand that, and they always bring that sense of higher purpose. I'm creating something of value rather than just doing a job. That's what I mean by the artistry of leadership.
I will make it brief. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to a few people. Well, first of all, thank you to all the EFMD team on behalf of BINUS University and BINUS Business School for giving us this opportunity, for your trust, and as well pushing us to take the risk and the lead to co-host this conference. Of Teacher Little, thank you as well for accompanying us and guiding us during those last 2 days.